Good. All right, shalom, everybody. Friday night class. Friday night class is the Hebrew. Right? Oh, Good Friday, we're here. Monday to Friday. It's 2279 3rd Avenue. Okay. All of New York. That's right. Feel free to give us a visit sometime. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You on the main page? Main. Okay. Okay. Just reviewing some things from last week, right? We had the things that we could eat, right? Vegetable, Isupk, right? Comes from the word herb, right? But the Lord said He made every green thing, the herbs, for meat. Meat means you eat it, all right? Fruit, parya, all right? Parya, all right? I believe this parya is the same makeup of the word in aparium, right? For the tribe of Ephraim, right? Chicken, Iwak. Iwak is not a specific bird, but lawful birds were called Iwak. Okay. Lamb, Qadash. We eat the Qadash at the Passover. Right? We eat the Qadash at the Passover, right? Every year. Right? Rice, manakah. Manakah, this word comes up as grain in the Bible, grain. Okay, we got flour, which is salaf. We make cakes from salaf. We make dumplings from salaf. Pasta is made from flour, salaf. All right. Cow is alap. Right. Cow is alap. Right. This alap is the root word for the word thousand, alawak, which then became the word for general, as we say alawak. All right. But the root word is alap. Alawak. Alawak comes from alap. All right. This alap is the same thing when they say alpha. Alpha is born out of this word. This word alap in the Syrian languages, as people might call Aramaic, right, became alpa, and alpa became alpha. All right. Okay. And when I say Aramaic, I know they try to call the Lashon Qadash Aramaic to say it's a kind of Aramaic, but the Aramaic has an actual dialect that is not the Lashon Qadash. So in Lashon Qadash, just like the example is in the encyclopedia of the word shamash to mean sun, right? We would connect the sound of the last two sounds usually, right? So we have Iwa, we don't say Iwapa. We have Kabash, we don't say Kabasha. We connect the last two sounds. In actual Aramaic, they always connect the first two sounds. So we say Kabash, they would say Kabsha. You see what I mean? They would say Aishba, right? Right? They would say we say Shamar, they would say Shamra. They talk like that. You know what I mean? And Alpa, Salta, they talk like that. Right? That's the Aramaic language. As a matter of fact, you can get a video on it. Once you can get
Who would they be, sir?
Huh?
Who would they be?
Who would they be? They would be, I don't know. Aram people is out in the Middle East somewhere. I know people talk it from their forefathers, right? And they preserve it. I don't know why. Maybe for a median. Like a lot of other countries got median languages. Like people come to America and the median language will be English. Or you go to the United Nations, they come from all their languages, but their median language is English. For you go to South America, you speak your different native tribes, but your median language is Spanish. You know what I mean? So I know the videos I've seen of people talking Aramaic are more like in Iran. Iran, them areas over there, Iran, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan. some people over there say I don't know why, but they've seen some videos where they show off like I can speak Aramaic. You know what I mean? Let's go on YouTube real quick and see if we can look up people that speak Aramaic and just see what answer what we get there. You know what I mean? Fish is dog, right? Not dog like a dog, but dog, right? Dog. We speak like abagada, dog, right? This dog became the name for a man in the Bible. Is a man or God that they end up calling Dagon, right? Dagon. We look in the concordance. As a matter of fact, let's just do it for education's sake. Let's look it up.
Fine. These are the ones. The Lord's Prayer. Made this village. They still speak the language.
Oh, okay. Let's hit the Lord's Prayer. What is the Lord's Prayer? Are they talking about the Lord's Prayer of Jesus Christ? You know what I mean? I met the grandson of the shepherd who founded this. Okay, well, let's give that a look. Right. Going into pictorial, Zondervan's pictorial Bible dictionary, right? Just gonna look up Dagon right quick while Yesazar gets that video up. Okay, go ahead, Yesazar.
Scrolls. He is a Christian antiquities dealer in Bethlehem. He can say the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, the language that Jesus spoke. Check it out.
And as Jesus told when he came to the disciples, he found them sleeping in the Garden of Gethsemane. And he asked them to wake up and pray. What should we pray? What should we say? And he told them, Abun Bashmayon Qadash Shmo, Tithe Malkuth of Nehwe Sibiono. I cannot Bashmayo of Bar'o Hablan, Lahmud Sinkonan. يومون وش بقلان حوبين وحتوهين أي كانوا دوف إحنا شباق الحيوبين لو تعالى نسيونو إلو فاصولان من بيشو ميطول ديلوخي ملكوثو حيو تشبهه من عولم علمين أمين. Amen. God bless you, everybody.
I met
كانت بشمايو تيثي ملكوثو and he told them أبون بشمايو نث قداش شمو تيثي ملكوثو نهوي سبيونو أي كانت بشمايو في برعو هبلان لحمة سنخونان يومون وش بقلان حوبين وحتوهين
I don't know what he's speaking.
لو تعالى نسيونو إلو
I want an actual video.
لوخي ملكوثو حيلو تشبهه
Stop.
من عولم علمين أمين.
Right. I don't know what he's talking. So he got all them European vowels in there. The ones that I've heard that they say is Aramaic is not the one that he's talking. Could be their advanced, they cultural inner Aramaic, right? But he's trying to say what he's trying to say is the ancient Hebrew that Jesus Christ spoke. That's a lie. Jesus Christ didn't speak with no vowels like that. You know what I mean? Before we talking about Yahushua and Mashiach, right? He's trying to say something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know him. He could be trying to make Aramaic closer to the Jewish man Hebrew, because it sounded very similar to modern Hebrew a little bit. You know what I mean? Right? What we put in here? Persian? Oh, I didn't want that. Persian speak Arabic. Just put in Aramaic versus. Put in Aramaic. Remove the person that's speaking. Okay. Let's put Aramaic versus Hebrew. I might make it come. There we go. Click any one of those. Okay. Click on that second one. So we got Dagon, right? Dagon is the chief god of the Philistines. All right. Originally worshipped by Canaanites before Philistine invasion of Canaan. Okay. It's either a fish god or the god of agriculture from dog, which is fish. Correct? Good. So Dagon, if you ever read the Bible, or you're someone who's into the stories of the Bible, or you know the history, you learn from UPK, you heard of this person called Dagon. His name was made from dog to create Dagawan, right? And that goes into examples of how you make names. You take one word and you turn it into Zabalawan, Shamai-wan, all right? You name towns Kabar-wan, right? You get the Yarad to go down, Yaradan, Jordan, all right? Good. You want to play the video when you're ready? We got Brothers Lakam.
Introduce yourself, so go ahead.
Hi, my name is Berta, and I speak Assyrian Aramaic.
I'm Sidori, and I speak Assyrian Aramaic.
I'm Hila, and I speak Hebrew.
I'm Noah, and I speak Hebrew.
Stop.
Okay, perfect.
So they speak Assyrian Aramaic, right? So I was wrong. It was a Persian. I don't know if Iranians are Persians. They are Assyrian. So they could be from Syria, right? They speak Assyrian Aramaic, and we were in the Assyrian Empire slaves a long time ago, right? We was there. That's why we lost the native Indians, the Latinos. They ran out of Assyria under Shalmaneser when Shalmaneser was ruling Assyria, I believe, right? Okay. So let's keep on playing and see what they say at the top.
Well, 3 of you have done this already, and Hill has watched enough videos to know how this works. So we're gonna start off with a bunch of words, and then we'll do sentences at the end. Okay. And if you get stuck on some of the words, just try to pronounce it a little bit differently. You should be able to work it out.
Shinna or Sheta?
Shita,
Sheta or Shinna?
Shana, sleep.
Shata, drink.
Is it with a n or t?
Shinna? There's both Shinne and
Shinne.
Sheta.
Yeah.
Different,
Yeah.
shone.
So
Think about the one with the N sound,
Yeah.
but
Shina.
Shina is either
Is
sleep,
sleep. Shina is change.
change, different. Shone.
Shana, year.
yes.
Yeah.
it's because we have so many dialects,
Yeah.
different dialects.
What was that supposed to say? Teeth or ear?
I think she said year. Let me go back.
Shina.
Shina is either
Is
sleep,
sleep. Shina is change.
change, different. Shone.
Shana, year.
Yes.
So the Aramaic said Shina, right? The Jewish broad said Shana, year. Okay, that's not the example I was looking for, but we're gonna keep on going, right? So what I'm gonna do is, while we got this on there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down some of the words they're bringing out, right, in the Hebrew, right? So they brought up year. That's a good one to know, right? Year, right? Year is Shana. Shana, right? Shana, and then of course the root word is shun. Shun is teeth, right? Or rather tooth, right? I'm right, teeth, because that's how we talk. We talk like that. We say teeth, right? So from your teeth, you can know how much years you have, right? Right? This actually is the symbol of the Hebrew character that is like this. It is a figure of two front teeth, right? And a baby, he has no teeth. He's just born. He grows 2 teeth. He grows 2 teeth in the front only. That eye. He's probably about a couple months old. You know what I mean? He might be a year. He got full teeth, full row of baby teeth, and he's like 3 to 4. His teeth are falling out. He's like about 5, 6. You know what I mean? He get whole brand new teeth. He about like 10, 11, 12 or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then you get big, and then you're adult now, and then all of a sudden your teeth start falling out. You know, this man about 45, 50. It's going on 60, depending on how much teeth you're losing. You lose all your teeth. You know, a man like 80. The man is like 80. You know what I mean? All right, keep going. Teeth, Shun, year, Shana.
Dialects, different dialects. We have shit, shin, like. Oh,
Shinne.
yeah, shinne, yeah. No, shinne is a lot of shinne.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Different ways of saying everything.
So it's the same thing here because like you could say it in a different tense. Like so you can try both.
Okay. Bacha.
Cry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Bacha.
What do you say?
Pri.
Chaya.
Chaya. Yeah.
So a cry is bechi.
Yeah.
Bechia.
Thing.
Yeah, ours is bechia.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good job.
Right.
Chaya. Yeah.
So a cry.
Bacha.
Cry.
So it's the same thing here because like you could say it in a different tense. Like so you can try both.
Okay. Bacha.
Not a word that we usually see in our vocabulary. I'll see some concordance. You can keep playing on it. Let it run.
Cry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. What do you say?
Pri.
Chaya.
Chaya. Yeah.
So a cry is bechi.
Yeah.
Bechia.
Thing.
Yeah, ours is bechia.
Hi. Yeah. Good job.
Right.
I looked
So-
at it for a second. I was like, what?
Okay. This one.
Zamara.
Singer.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a quick one.
Good job.
Oh, it's exactly the same without
For
the
boys,
A.
we say zamar, and for girls, we say zamere.
Is it Zamerta for girl?
Yeah, Zamara.
Okay, it said the Bawa card that they said. I don't see that in the concordance here. I see Bawak, which would have been a root for that, and it says the root word is to. I don't even want to go by the root words in the book, because what I find is if I use it in some of the ways that the book tells me to, it doesn't it doesn't line up with the things that they interpret in the King James version. So what I always do is I go to the King James version. I put in that Hebrew chord, the Hebrew code, right, and I see what comes up there, and I understand it better because we've been learning the King James version for about 10 years now. You know, so we know the King James version of the Bible. That's what we're familiar with. So to add on to our learning, instead of separating our learning, I get the Hebrew words according to what would come up in the King James version, being that is what we study every day. I don't want words outside of my sphere of learning. It's going to make it difficult. It's going to make it hard to remember. You know what I mean? It's going to be like you're learning two different systems. I want to put the systems together so that they can be an interchanging in my mind, right, of the information that I learn to put with information that I have. All right? Good. I'm looking for, I might need the blue letter because it's the apps that I use, it's hard to put the three numbers together because it's going to give me a whole, let me try. We got 943. 943. So as soon as I put that in, what's going to come up is there we go. Oh, new app, got update. Okay, it comes up as perplexed or entangled, bawak, right? Perplexed or entangled. All right. We're gonna show you what I'm looking at here. All right. This is bawak. You know what I mean? I upgraded my phone, man. I got one of them Galaxies now, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're living high life now, man. You know what I mean? We're living the big life now. Galaxy, you know, Ultra, you know, S, you know, one of them, right? Perplexed or entangled, and the perplexed that he's talking about, right, will be in the same sort of let me look at the context. But the city Shushan was perplexed. It was based on a decree, the king's commandment that went out. They were perplexed, meaning they were confused. All right, go ahead.
Let me see what they say the definition is, but I believe I found it in the Bible.
Okay.
Cry.
So when we say cry, okay, we don't pause.
They say that it means cry.
They say it means cry. We don't have that in our concordance as that meaning cry. You know what I mean? Let's see what we put up for cry. So let's go get our word for cry. Let me put bawaka. No, I don't want to put bawaka. It's not a common word. I don't want to learn words that we'll never ever read.
What I see,
Yeah.
it says here the word bawaka.
What are you looking at?
It's just AI.
It's AI? Okay.
It says appears in the Hebrew Bible. It is the participle form of the verb baka, baka and baha.
Okay.
To weep, to cry.
Okay.
It can be translated as weeping or one who weeps, depending on context.
So let me look for baka then, right?
Sure.
So we're looking for bawaka because that's what they wrote. They wrote bawaka. Unless that wa is now a o in Yiddish. Okay.
What it's saying here is that it says bawaka is the active participle. Masculine.
Yeah, that's white man, education taught, which means nothing to me. You see what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing. Like, hey, I ain't learned no English or no Spanish, and they say active particle. It don't mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? It means something in educational world. You know what I mean? If we go into it, then we get that, but that upholds my natural learning of a language. So what I do is I don't focus on that when it's an active particle. You know what I mean? I see people breaking down Hebrew in lectures, and they'll say it and don't know how to apply it because it's not. Here's how I learned. Frère in French means brother. You see what I'm saying? Sœur, my sister. Right? You go to the Espanol. You know what I mean? Hermano. Right? Brother. Hermana. Sister. Yeah, that's how I learn. Keep it straight and simple like that. You know what I mean? I talk. You know what I mean? I make a mistake. Fix me up. You know what I mean? That's how I find people actually actively get to talk in a language. You know what I mean? That's why when you go to a school and they teach you a language, they say going to school to learn a language is one thing. You learn some words, good. But you need to actually use it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't use it, then, all right? Okay, good. So this is Baka, right? I'm right here with this Baka. I got it right here. Baka. There we go. 10:58. Weep. Now, okay, what I want to do is I want to see how much time it comes up. Because I see it here. So our one is Baka, not Bawaka. Right? Bawak. The most concordance that it's go to was Bawak, which was entangled. So we got Baka. I want to see how much time it comes up first because we got words like Zaikwa for cry. Alright, so if you don't call it often Zaikwa, I mean we got Zaikwa there 17 times for cry. You see what I'm saying? That it's good to learn words that you're gonna see often. Right? Tazaikwa 21 times, 19 and 2, 21. Okay. So let me go put in what's that concordance code again? That was 10:58. Let me go put in 10:58. just to choose the course of our learning. Oh, 10:58. A lot of times. Oh, damn. Yep. Oh, there you go. There you go. Valid. But it's not no Bawakwa. It's Baka. You see what I'm saying? For us. Baka. All right? Week 98 times, we must put that on the board. All right? We must put that on the board. Baka. There we go. So I'm going to forget Zaikwa. I'm going to get Baka, but we're not going to get no Bawakwa. Oh no, Baka. You know, they changed it with their they turn it into a Ka. The way they put the KH, with the camera to focus up. Oh, there we go. Right? The way they changed they wrote at the bottom with the KH, that KH is equivalent to our CHAA. Alright? Okay, but then they wrote the Yiddish with the top where they put the wa in there, right? The wa in there, and when we were writing wa, they put that as a letter O. Alright? But that's how they get there, that's how they put in the polluting European vowels, alright? So we want cry. Cry is ba, ka. Good, right? It's a good thing we went over this because that's one of them words that I'll never come across. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That word, I don't know that word to exist in French.
What? Cry?
That word, baka,
Baka.
but it exists in Creole.
Okay.
But it's like when we say baka, it's like a monster. Like let's say somebody is extremely ugly to another level, to a supernatural level, we'll be like, damn, he look like a baka.
Oh, snap.
But that word, I don't know it to exist in French. I can't say it has French origin. It's a word that we say in Creole. Someone look weird.
Baka.
I don't know, when you're crying, you make faces.
Right.
I don't know if that has.
There's like a resemblance or similarity.
Right. But it's not in the French. It doesn't come from French.
Gotta
look into it.
Okay. Okay, so let's keep going on the thing.
What do you say?
Chi.
Yeah. So a cry is bechi.
Yeah.
Bechia.
Thing.
Yeah, ours is Bechia.
Yeah. Good job.
So is she saying baka is Hebrew and beki? No, baka is Aramaic and beki is the Hebrew.
To me, they are Babylonian to me. They thought garbage. I was trying to get the example of when they start saying things backwards. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
For a second, I was like, what?
You good.
Okay. This one.
Zamara.
Singer.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a quick one.
Good job, too.
Zamara, yeah, Zamara is singing. Zamara. So they saying Zamara. We will make names like Zamara, but the word is Zamara. Zamara is one of them words you see in Psalms all the time. Oh, right? Let me see what the concordance says. Let's see what the concordance say. Okay, sing. All right. Our main one is Shayar. Shayar is our main way of saying sing. I know we got Zamara something. Let me look at Zamara in this Strong's concordance and see what comes up here. And this method that I'm showing you, right? This method of where I'm looking things up, that is how I became the teacher here. You know what I mean? You have to use the language. So this right here, all of this is adding to the sharpening of my gears in Hebrew. You know what I mean? This is what made the teachings that we have. Just looking at things and looking them up, comparing them. You know what I mean? Okay. Abagada Hawaza Hatayaka. So we're gonna go back. Hatayaka. Gotta go back to Za. Abagada Ha Waza. Gotta go forward. There we go. Za. Za. Zawa. Zaya. Zamar, right? Hatayaka. Zakar. Zamar. Here we go. Zamar. 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 Okay. I'm not seeing the ones that we usually wrote. Zaman, Zaman. Here we go. Zamar. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see this. 2167. Get some light on there, right?
Good.
There we go. All right, so we got
Primitive root 2168 to the idea of striking with the fingers, prop to touch the strings or parts of a musical instrument. Play upon it to make music accompanied by the voice. Hence, to celebrate in song and music, give praise, sing for praises, song.
good. So we got all those definitions, right? So what we do is I want you to just what you do is acknowledge the theme of what's going on here, right? You look for these terms right here where the writing is a little slanted. You pay special attention to those, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare to the King James version. All right, so we got 2167. So I go to my Bible app. So that's lucky at this one. Right. So I go to my Bible app. Right. It's a app that looks like so. Right. Strong's Concordance. App. I want to see if you can zoom in and you can see it properly, right? Right. It's kind of being so legible. Not enough writing on the screen. Just click on it, right? Holy Bible is Strong's Concordance, and I put in the search. I put in 2167. All right. 45 results. Good. Meaning this is something that we might need to know because it's very common to read. You want things that are common to read, so when you see them, you can recognize them. There we go. Zamar. Right? Same thing. Concordance providing a whole lot of things. You just want to focus on down here. King James usage. Praise. All right? Praise and singing. All right? And then you go look for the instances. All of the instances are in. Look, you can't see. Hold on. Trying to make it focus up a little bit. Okay, good. Right? All of the instances are in Psalms. We got one in Judges, one in Samuel's, one in Chronicles, 41 in Psalms, one in Isaiah. What I do like to do is I like to put the different examples against each other. So because I look at these as witnesses. Judges says sing. All right. Samuel says sing praises. Sing praises. All right. So even though it says praise, the idea is that this is not just a thanks, this is someone singing thanks. All right. Chronicles, sing unto him, sing psalms. The word psalms came up as zamar because psalms means song. All right. All right. Now, and then we go to the book of Psalms. They give all of the examples. Wherever you see this number come up, 2167, it's saying in the Hebrew behind this word praise. In the Hebrew, the word is zamar. Zamar comes up there in Hebrew. If you want to understand how we use these tools. All right? Sing praises, sing praises, sing praises, sing praises. Praise thy power, right? Good. So that praise is singing praise. right? Sing praises. Sing unto the Lord, right? May sing praise to thee. All right? Good. Sing unto, with the harp, sing unto him. Okay, good. So I'm gonna write. I'm not gonna write sing. I'm not gonna write praise. I'm gonna write sing praises. All right? And here's what I want too. If I keep it a buck, if I keep it real, right? I don't even want to write praise, because praise is one of them Christian words where it's not gonna wire in your mind without religion. You have to empty out religion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write sing. I'm gonna get the word praise in the concordance, and if it says thanks, then we're gonna write singing thanks. All right, good. Let me get the word sing. The word sing in itself, by itself. Separate from what we're reading here. The word sing is shayar. Right? And the actual word for praise, right? The actual word for praise is awada. And I'm putting these up here for a reason. Awada. Salakia. Right? Awada is the root word of sawada. Right? This is the make of the word that is in Judah's name. So that's why I'll make sure I put this on here. Right? Shayar is the actual word for singer. Maybe it's by singer, right? Good. But then you have singing thanks is like a different category. So you have like, say like you have what's the happy music? They got a name for this happy music that's from the South and Atlanta and these places. They got a name for this happy music. I don't know what they call it. You know what I mean?
Is it like the type of music that Too Short makes?
Yeah. This happy music, and it's like it sounds almost like gospel, but it's not gospel. They're like rapping and singing. You know what I mean? It could have been made in church, right? But then you have trap, you have drill music. You know what I mean? It's like a category of music. I'm saying that to say that this singing is not regular singing. This is Zamar, right? They're singing thanks. All right? But let me put the word praise first. Say again?
Is it G-Funk?
No, G-Funk is gangster. That's like a Warren G and them guys. But one of my favorite type of music right there. G-Funk. Yeah, right. Okay, prayer. Praise. There we go. So here's our praise in the Zondervans. All right. A broad term. That's what I want to get. I want to get down to the broad term. I want to get to more on a specific that we know. A broad term for words or deeds which exalt or honor men, women. For heathen gods. For the evil Israelites, they praised heathen gods. They gave honor onto them. All right, good. Right, or God, especially in songs that were in Exodus. Okay, good. Some of the Hebrew and Greek words mean thanksgiving, blessing, glory, and are often translated. Okay. Give praise and word to God. Okay, so the broad term for words or deeds which exalt or honor men. So we want to look at it more like that. This is a song to honor someone. All right. This is a song to honor someone. All right. Can you see?
There you go.
There we go. All right. A broad term. I want to get rid of that broad term, and I want to narrow it into exalting or honoring something, and it's for thanksgiving, blessing, glory. All right. Good. Glory and honor is the same thing in Hebrew, Kabbalah. Okay. So how would we say that now? I guess that's why they created the term praise. Because it's like all these things, all right? No, I guess I don't want to put praise, man. It sounds, you know what I mean? I don't want to get lost in religious talk. But they take the words and create this religion. We don't say we don't go to Mayor Eric Adams and say, we praise you. No, if we would thank him for something, you know what I mean? We would big him up. We would give him a shout out. You know what I mean? And that's the reason I want to separate the religious thought from reality, from practical, from being practical. I want the most practical word. You know what I mean? So we are singing.
Big ups.
Singing our race. Two. Give it a 2 real. Sing big ups.
Big up Eric Adams.
You know what I mean? God.
That's the name you mentioned.
Yeah, Eric Adams. Okay, the mate. Sing thanks. We are giving thanks. You know what I mean? Let's sing thanks, so we can be on that mindset of what it is. All right. Singing thanks. Because you have to get the mindset. You learn any language. If you don't get the mindset, then you don't really get the language to speak. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I tell brothers all the time, right? And big up to brothers that call me. You know what I mean? A brother called me and he asked me, how do you say, did you eat today? Right? Did in English is a past tense of do. Like, what did you do? You know what I mean? Or you did that. Right? And then in English, we'll say, did you eat your food? So in English, we gotta say you and your. But in Hebrew, we don't say the you twice. We either say you or we say your, and we keep it like that. Because we know what we're talking about. Alright? Might go into that a little later. Right? We got Nash Sharma. Alright? American Burning, what's going on? Good to see you, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? America is burning straight up in classes, man. You know what I mean? Dedicated. With the UPK, man. I mean, we want to keep it up, man. That's how we all got big in this. You know what I mean? For those who are, that's how we got, learned. You know what I mean? By being in them classes. You know what I mean? Good. Okay, so we get the idea of that, right? Something you want to bring up to us?
No, I was gonna take a crack at it. I was gonna say, eat is our call.
Eat, yeah, eating. Our call will be eating. So I call it eat.
Akal.
Yeah.
So would it be akal, and today will be
what's day? Day. The end of the subservice in a while, man. You know what I mean? Subservice is where it all comes in together. You know what I mean? Right? Yawam is day.
Khan, akal, yawam.
Khan to say what?
Khan will be, because doing, I see do is Khan. It could be Khan, it could be yes. Right? It could be do, it could be yes. So to ask the question, did you?
Okay. So the culture coming now.
Good.
In our culture, we wouldn't say did. We wouldn't say do. We would say you eat today. You see what I'm saying?
Yawam akal.
Yawam akal. Today eat, but then you got to put the you in there. You know what I mean? So you could put the for. We don't usually see the athar, but you read it in them books where we talk in formal, you might see that, but other than that, word you would just be tha at the beginning. Right? Tha at the beginning, or ka at the end. Ka at the end. All right, going on that ka is your, right? So you have to either apply one of these. There's no exact one that you're gonna pick, because it all goes by, can I interpret what you're saying? You know what I mean? As long as I can interpret, then you're straight. Then I can answer you. Ka. True this one. You want to put it at the beginning, right? Yeah. Tha, akal, hayawam. Yeah. You know what I mean? So hayawam. Just the culture again. Even though ha is da, when you say hayawam, it means today in Hebrew culture. Right? So you're reading that the Tanakh, when it says this day, and today, right? You're gonna see hayawam, even though it doesn't line up with English culture. You see what I'm saying? English culture is two, because I don't know, right? Just English is culture, right? So today, you put those together. You see what I'm saying? To make a name of today, right? Which is, I'm putting these together, is Hebrew culture of making names. So many people have names. So I was looking at a name earlier, Ayah Thamar, where Ayah means island and Thamar means, what's Thamar mean again? Thamar means something. But Ayah is a word to say island, and Thamar is a word to say, just say bush, whatever. But it's not. It doesn't mean bush. But let's say it means bush, island or bush. They put it together, and it's now spelled in English Ithamar, but it's one word. But in the Hebrew, it's Ayah Thamar. It's not written separately, right? So the same way how in English, right? You know, you could put today, but you're not talking about a thing. You're not talking about a name of a thing. You put it together now today. You have a bath, and you got a room, right? Bath, room separate. But if you want to name the bathroom, you have to write it like one word, right? If you write it together like one word, you know you're talking about a thing. Bathroom. Okay? Good. So, did you eat today? Right? In our culture, we don't put the did. It's just how we do it. I can't make things up. I gotta go by what I see in the records. Right? Let me go get an example, so people don't so nobody gets confused by what I'm saying out there, right? Where am I gonna find this now? Okay, let me go into my notes of questions. By the way, I got hella notes. I mean, I got notes for years and years and years. I got years of notes. These is all precepts too. These is all nothing but UPK and learning the Bible, and you know what I mean, putting things in the categories. Got years of notes. So what I do is, right, I go to, I think I got them in here. No, that's my questions. Hold on. Okay, let me put in question. Okay, I got my Hebrew questions, right? I got one down here. Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife? We got another one. But didst fly? Wherefore means why, right? So 1 Samuel 15 and 19, right? So I'm going to go to 1 Samuel. I'm going to go to my interlinear. I'm going to go to 1 Samuel 15. I feel free to follow along too. 1 Samuel 15 and 19. Right? So here we go. This is the question that I just pulled up in the TV. Give me a reflection. I'll put my hand right here. What if I put the screen sideways? I probably how do I
bring it close and leave it clears up.
I was trying to see if I could just get more of my screen in the frame, because because the phone is sideways, right? It can probably fit more of to the camera screen, right? This phone is brand new, yes. Like I don't know how to navigate this thing to make the screen sideways. So lock here. Oh man, my other phone be right here. All right, no problem. All right. So we got the word why. So they said wherefore, right? But the wherefore in the King James Version just means why, right? The why comes up as wa lama. Wa means and, la means to, and ma means what, right? Lama. What other language they do that again? What language? How you say it? No, no. La ma. Say it again. Oh, slack it. Let me make it bright on. Make the screen bright. Let me make it well bright. There we go. There we go. Right, good. Right. So over here it says, the translation says, "Did you obey?" But the Hebrew says, let me try to make it focus up. So we can read it. Shamayis. All right. Shamayis is to hear, and that thought is talking about putting things in a pluralized sense. So in the Hebrew, it doesn't say the word did, or do, or didn't. You know what I mean? It's just different culture of talking. So a lot of times, Yesterday would break down, how we say things in English, and then he would break down Creole culture, the makeup, the sentence structure is a little different. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we got that same thing in Hebrew. Here's the key. Here's the key to understanding Hebrew culture when it comes to language, right? Think like a nigga, right? If you could think of just how the thing that people say, you sound dumb or you don't speak good English, right? Because you speak Ebonics or you speak Creole patois, right? Slang. Try to put the words in the same Creole patois format and then translate. Put it in your most hood format and then translate. Then you're going to get closer to the Hebrew because the kingdom is within you. Right. And you're in your kingdom, they spoke Hebrew. And your mind is made, the natural wiring of your mind is to say things in a way where English had to be hammered into you with a kindergarten and a first grade, second grade English, third grade English, fourth grade English, fifth grade English, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, sophomore, junior, senior English. And then you go to college and you learn some more English. You see what I'm saying? You got 12 years of learning English to speak good English. But for us, it's how many years did it take you to learn Haitian Creole if you're a Haitian man? I think as a kid, they just hear people talking, and that is the official professional Creole because you learn it at 3, 4, 5 years old. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Tizan.
Did you hear about this other one? I remember. Now that you're saying that, I remember this news.
I don't know about that. I know you brought it up to me once. Was it you?
I did.
Yeah, you sent this to me like years ago.
Cause it just now that you're saying it just came up to me. I remember this. A man that woke up from coma
speaking what they said ancient Hebrew. I don't know.
I don't know if I've said it to you. Because I remember that was when I was in the world. Now I will have to go listen to him and see what he's saying.
See if it's a fake. See if it's an act. You know what I mean? See if it's Jewish people trying to get, religious fervor and support. You know what I mean? Bring people back to bringing tithes money to them. It could be many reasons that news is there, or it could be real. But it's gotta fact check it. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's go back to the heathens over there. Let's see what they say.
It's exactly exactly the same without
For
the
boys,
air.
we say zamar, and for girls, we say zameret.
Oh,
This is zamerta for girl.
yeah, Zamara and Zamara. Yeah.
Same thing.
So that would be the equivalent of what is it that we add at the end of a word?
Possessive.
Make it feminine.
Oh, the ha. Okay.
It sounds like that's what they're saying here. But it sounds more like they're saying stop. They pronounce it like stop.
I didn't hear nothing. They said stop. I was trying to grasp. I wasn't ready for that.
Finger.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
Oh, it's exactly the same without
For
the
boys,
air.
we say zamar, and for girls, we say zameret.
Oh,
This is zamerta for girl.
yeah, Zamara and Zamara. Yeah.
So stop. They said Zaminta for girl. That's what they said.
She said zamerit, and she said zamata.
Oh, Zamasa. Okay.
She said zamerit.
Okay. God, keep going.
Okay. Shama.
Name.
No.
Stop. So she said Shama. And who's talking? The Hebrews. Go back again. Is the Hebrew girl saying Shama?
Yeah, I believe that's
Or the Yiddish girl?
Okay. Shama.
Stop. Shama. Right? So now the Aramaic is going to say Sha plus Ma. Right? But they got the right thing on there that says Shamai. Right? They got the I right there. You see what I'm saying? Shama, to say Sham, like how we say Baha Sham. Sham is name. So the Aramaic, the Assyrian Aramaic girl, she sees Sha'ama. We connect them. They say the last letter out, like Zamara, and now they got Shama, right? We connect to say Sham, okay? So she said Shama. So now she said, okay, well Shama name. Let's see what they say. Let's hear the response or the answer, whatnot.
Name.
No.
So
if I were
pause 1 second. Only before I get rid of these right here, right? Thirsty is Tazama'a. I had to afford the whole thing. Tazama'a, Ra'ib is hungry. So you come to school, you know dinner's gonna get served. So you say Anya Ra'ib. Anya Ra'ib. Oof, Anya Ra'ib. Please. Babu Kashar. Grub. Where's that? Akal. Akal. Awa akal. I want to eat. Awa akal. Anya Ra'ib. Anya Ra'ib. Anya Ra'ib. Anya Ra'ib. Ra'ib. Right? Anya Ra'ib. Anya means iron. Anya Ra'ib. Really rumbling. Right. Okay? Good. Tazama'a. Right? Anya Tazama'a. Anya Tazama'a. I'm thirsty. Okay? Good. Right? Good. Okay, can I delete it now? Delete. We're running out of time, right? Okay, we're good. 5 minutes. We got New York City issues today, man. We got the bridge jammed up, and they got the car that broke down. They can't afford the mechanic because the rent is $3,000. You know what I mean? Rent is a good $3K on that rent over there. You know what I mean? So they said Shama. So let me put that over there. Now Shama for us. Sham is name. Like how we say Ba Sham. Yeah, Ba Sham Yahushai. In the name of Yahushai, right? Because Sham is name. Good.
And the master, they say they will call the Most High Hashem.
Yes.
To say the name.
To say the name. To not use his name in vain. Because the whole idea is to never ever put the name nowhere on the school logo. This camera is good now, right? Is it a new camera? On the school logo, we don't even put God's name. Right? On the school logo, we put Yahushai right here. Slacky. Yahushai. Yahushai. We don't put God's name on there. Like your figures, like we're gonna put God's name on his t-shirt. and walk around with a muddy, sweaty Yahweh on his t-shirt and dishonor the Lord's name with his funk and with the lies he gonna talk at his fake Israelite camp talking about God only wants a man to have one woman. You know what I mean? And that what? Here's another lie. All Israelite camps are gonna come together when Christ returns. That's a lie. That's not true. You know what I mean? Nowhere in the Bible does all Israelite groups come together and see eye to eye when Christ returns. When Christ comes, you're not down with the camp of Moses, you died. That's it. They're gone. That's what happened in Numbers 16. You wasn't rolling with the camp of the Lord, you with it. Gone. Perish. Joel said your eyes are going to melt in your sockets. All right? You got to get down with the camp of the Lord. All right? Seeing eye to eye is me and Yatazar see eye to eye, where before the UPK, we did not see eye to eye. He was like, hey, I don't know, get me right, Yatazar, but for Haitians, it's like, we only save the Haitians. Benjamites is like, F the Caribbean, we saving Jamaicans only. You know what I mean? Even though we got the same last name as niggas from Trinidad. You know what I mean? Unless we're in Brooklyn. If we're Brooklyn, if we're homies, then we're going to get together as Caribbean. Some Trinidadians they're gonna get together as only Trinis. And some is going to get that with only Jamaicans. Unless we put into a situation. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But now, because of the UPK and the teachings that was handed to us by Commander Gianna of what is in the book, now me and Yatazar see eye to eye. Now we say Benjamin and Levi are going to come together. Now we're in here with a Shagapan. Where in the world, I would have rejected a Shagapan. You see what I'm saying? I might have rejected it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not understanding that me and a Shagapan is the same race. You know what I mean? It would have been indifferences. You know what I mean? Some of us would have been joined the Africans in the world. You want to see eye to eye with Wakanda forever. You want to see eye to eye with the Ashanti tribe and the Yoruba tribe and the Igbo. You want to be with the Igbos. No, we're going to see eye to eye with the tribe of Levi and with the tribe of Judah. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. All right? No problem. Okay?
You have one more, sir?
Please.
To say it because I speak like more Sephardically, I would say Shama. Like that A at the end is more like It's
Is
like,
it a candle?
No.
Yeah, we
How do you
use
say?
that.
How do you say
Sham.
that? Yeah.
Do you use that for candle?
Shamala.
Shamala.
Yeah,
Shamala. Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Come on.
Shama.
They got some shy people here, man. They got to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Shmi. We say Shmi or Shmaya.
Yeah.
Okay, so they said Shemaiah.
I can't.
Shemaiah, I guess that would be listen to me. So the Aramaic is closer, right? What a shame, right? These are Assyrians. And they're saying, here is Shemaiah. And the one who's supposed to be the Jew, she's saying Shema, right? And they say we have the Shah, the Ma, but the I is still like an Ah. So they say we still say because she's Sephardic. She says Shema. It's a shame. Heathen. Well, but they're both heathens, right? But they think they are the Jews. They're Jewish, right? The Jewish think they're the Jews. So the Syrians would be heathens. The heathen is talking closer biblical Hebrew than you. Come on now. You're not the one. Just know that you're not the one. Things is not adding up. All right? Go ahead, Tazar.
Or Ichala, Chala.
Like 8? Like food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like so many different ways.
Ikhala is food, and then khul is eat.
Like okay, yeah. So
Like food?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we was talking about earlier. Eat. How did they say it?
Yeah, the pronunciation.
Like 8? Like food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like so many different ways. Akal or Ikhala, Khala.
So she said,
Khala.
Akala or Ikala.
Yeah.
Dialect, so Assyrian dialect, where they gotta say, they say Akal like how we said it, or they say Ikala.
If I may,
Yeah,
you know, they were not oppressed.
yeah, right.
And we could hear, even though they offered some of them, but the similarities of what the ISUP can establish, people are saying, we don't know what we're talking about. Yet, a people that were not oppressed, they are more prone to keep, you know, some aspect of our stuff.
Yeah,
Because they didn't go to oppression.
right.
But we did.
Mm-hmm.
And that shows you this is the Lord.
There we go.
This is,
You know what I mean? Because we learned this without them. We learned it without them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, do you guys got a fake language?" Well, the Assyrian Aramaic bro. She's trying to speak Assyrian Aramaic, and it sounds, you know, more accurate to the wordings than the Jewish woman. You see what I'm saying? So nobody say we wrong ever again. If you say we wrong, F you. Right? That's it. Right. You know what I mean? You go, if you say we wrong, you wrong. You wrong for saying we wrong. You know what I mean? The whole time. We'll tell your mom and your friends and everybody you told that you're wrong. You know what I mean? Come up against the UPK. All right? Keep going. It's, how much time we got? Like 5 minutes? One?
Sir, we passed the time.
None? You want to get one more?
One more.
Yeah. Ikhala is food, and then khul is eat.
Like, okay, so Kabbalah or Kabbalah. Kabbalah, like accepting.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say Kabbalah, but you know they got Kabbalah on the board. Kabbalah is for us. I don't know what Kabbalah is. I know Kabbalah is to receive something. Like we got general Kabbalah math. Okay, so let's see what they say in Kabbalah is.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They didn't say what it was.
Kabbalah, like accepting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accepting.
Accept something. Good. We have it as receiving something. Let me see. And then they said Kabbalah. When for us it's just Kabbalah. So let me see what comes up in our concordance, King James, to see whether we should write receive or accept, because that's something that we should know, right? I'm gonna say I patiza for Rashata. Well, here we go. For and big up General Kabbalah Math too. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I learned under him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? We learned under him when I was coming up. You know what I mean? And this was before we had the school here. We was going to Martin Luther King Rec Center over there on 115th Street. You know what I mean? There we go. 6903. Right? There we go. There's many. Admit, choose, receive, undertake. So 6901. What I want to do is I want to see 6901. We see the most common King James version. 1. 691. 6901. There we go. We got 13 instances. All right. Click on that. And it says receive. So I'm going to put in receive. We're not going to put choose, because choose, we have a word for that already. Most common way to say choose is bakar. We're not going to put, I'm not sure of held. Well, held, receive, you receive something if you're holding it, right? That's the idea. We're not going to put took, because we have a main way to say took, which is quack. All right? Quack. Okay? But the ideas of these words is all around this word, receive. So I'm going to put in receive. I'm going to put receive. Receive. That's going to be Qua Bal. All right, Qua Bal. If you remember the general's names, if you remember anyone's names, it's always good to remember what brothers' names mean because it adds to your vocabulary. Everybody knows, I don't never teach the word wolf, but everybody knows that wolf is because I guess brothers, I don't know, brothers made a trend out of it for some reason. You know what I mean? You know, brothers, the wolf. Woo! I'll be like, okay, well, now we all know what wolf is in Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Ha is the, and you know, wolf is hard, right? You know? But you want to do that with more brothers. So I do it all the time. You know what I mean? You'll hear me say, Captain Qadash, that's the arrow right there. You see him piercing them points into these people across the line radio? Arrow. Right. Arrow. That's arrow right there. And sometimes people flaming arrow. Or sometimes say, the arrow don't miss. You know what I mean? Be online, you don't hear me saying that, but I'm in the class, you know, saying this stuff, the arrow don't miss. Right. You know what I mean? Or Captain the car, I'll be like, hey, Captain the car, his name we remember. I'll say, hey, you want to learn something about this, the Isupk in the 90s? Captain the car remembers. Right. I do stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You know. Okay? Good. That's it, we done? That's it. And with that, I pass the class to priest and officer of 5,000. Yes, it's all. Oh, the word Malakam is fight. Okay? Ma is of, Lakam is fight. Right? The how and the end is the serving tense, which is created the feminine tense. Right? That's the makeup of Malakam, just so you can understand what is on the board. Alright? By the class.
Correct. Let's clap it up for the class. Sonic Christ. Heavy class by priest and officer of 5,000. Hazla Yab. Ban Yum Yum. Isupk security announcement. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you will like. Upcoming holy convocation is the feast of memorial of blowing of trumpets. That is Sunday, September 21st, sundown. Sunday, September 21st, sundown. Our headquarters, we're going to be at 2279 3rd Avenue. All right. Go to isupk.com and make sure you get in touch with the school nearest your location. Akium and Aquafium, check the bulletin board, right, in your school. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. Any sister want to be a sister in the school, contact the camp leader in your zone. With that, we're going to give one courtesy salute, man, a visual Imajam, which means the stance. Imajam Shabbat. Imajam Barak. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Barachatam. To the Aquafian, the sisters. Yahweh Shemal Alatam Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Shalom.